All right, guys. Party Rock is in the house tonight. Okay, and now we're going to have a good time. I should probably put the video on the screen. And we just did. Look at me. I'm the greatest streamer in the world. Yeah, man, listen, I've been seeing all the juicy gossip about Tim Pool taking Russian money. It's super funny. And, you know, but I don't feel like watching the whole Destiny video because it's like almost 2 hours, and I just don't have it in me. You know, I want to have a little bit of gooning, a little goon fun. So we're going to watch this Ab and Preach video. Gold YouTubers going to jail. Capitalize the jail, of course. They took $10 million, and I believe they took it for Russia. I believe that Russia, like, and this is the accusation, is that they funneled money. And I think this is from the FBI, by the way, which is even crazier. They funneled money through like an American account or something, or a company, to give it to like you know, streamers that are willing to sell out their own country, and it's conservative ones. And I just don't understand, like, where did the love for America go? You know, we're always giving the lefties, you know, oh, you hate America, and they seem to, maybe. I'm more left-leaning, but I love America despite its flaws. Okay, but now conservatives are fucking guzzling Russia, and it's like weird. You got Tucker Carlson getting fired from Fox because of his misinformation, using it as like a legal defense that he was just completely incapable of commentary because he's dumb or something. Going to Russia, talking about how amazing it is there, despite the fact that they don't even have free elections. They're expensive, and or maybe Vladimir Putin's just amazing. You know, you got all this now. You got Tim Pool talk about how Ukraine is the enemy of America. I get it's frustrating giving Ukraine money when it could go to us. You know what I mean? But the enemy, right? Russia's the enemy. What the hell are you talking about, bro? I missed the Cold War. Now it's hot all the time. But anyway, let's just start this up. I'm yapping.
All right, today's topic. Apparently some YouTubers are taking money from Russia, $100,000 per video, to make
That's crazy
content.
No,
that's
today's topic. Goddamn.
I love the enthusiasm in Abba's voice on that one.
All the naysayers were right.
What you mean?
All the people that was talking about conspiracy were right.
I mean, it's, you know, it's hard to call it a conspiracy when you got Tim Pool saying Ukraine is the enemy of the United States. That's wild. That's a wild claim. That's not venting a frustration. That's just insane. They're a Western ally, not the enemy of us. Russia's our fucking enemy. They don't have free elections, okay?
I mean, shoot. There's a lot of people that was talking about, oh, Russia this and Russia that, and they got it. They do.
Now look.
I thought the Cold War was over.
Well, Russia is like really intense with their misinformation campaigns. You know, when they did the Mueller report, I think they got 14 indictments of people on Trump's team. But what was very interesting to look at is the fact, and this is a fact, that Russia was using bot accounts to push misinformation and sow division on like social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. What they were doing is they were coming up with fake news, like legitimately fake information. It was usually in support of Trump, to be honest with you. Although I believe they also had access to a very popular Black Lives Matter page as well, if I believe. It was actually fucking crazy. And they were taking that, they were making fake information, they were promoting it, and they were using other bot accounts to promote it. They were like, to like retweet it, blah, blah, blah. So you had like a bot account creating it, a bot account signal boosting it, another bot account signal boosting it. And then, oh, it's low volume. And then after that, you had Facebook moms and dads going like, this is fucking true. This is true. And it's interesting because it's like those Facebook moms and dads can't discern what AI looks like, but, you know, they'll swear up and down that anything that Kamala Harris says is misinformation. It's just wild.
It was never over, Abba.
So here are the details. Tim Pool, Dave Dubin, Lauren Southern, Lauren Chen, Lauren White. There's a lot
of Warrens. Lawrence.
And some other male names, okay? They're all implicated in this scheme. Essentially what is going on is the DOJ
selling out America. Didn't Tim Pool say that we should try people for treason, we should execute them, death penalty? Kind of agree. Frankly, kind of agree. Death penalty for treason? I don't personally. I'm all for it. I'm down with capital punishment. That's just me.
They released unsealed an indictment, and in that it talked about a scheme where a Russian company was essentially paying Lauren Chen and her husband to run an American company called Tenet, which you could go and find their YouTube channel, and they would pay creators to make content that was pro-Russian.
That's
on
crazy.
their channel. Okay?
Well, how much? Like $10,000?
Some of them were getting paid as much as $100,000.
See, this is the thing about this situation, is that you got to respect Hassan, because he was doing it for free. When he was sitting there justifying Russia taking over parts of Ukraine, saying there's Russians there, ignoring the history that Russia starved out millions of Ukrainians and implanted Russians, he didn't take $1. He just did it for free. And what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing.
Per video.
That's a whole lot of money.
Now, there's not just mere allegations. The people who were claimed to have been paid that amount admit that they were paid that amount. They've made public Twitter statements, and they're also saying they're victims. They didn't know this money was coming from Russia. They didn't know.
Damn, they couldn't even say that it's not true. They had to say they just didn't know. There must be a lot of evidence stacked against them. It's hard to say when for Tim Pool, I don't watch. I've seen Tim Pool statements, so I'm confident with Tim Pool. Like, he probably knew. I could be wrong, but he probably knew. But when you're going there fucking guzzling Russian cum, like, it's hard to make it say otherwise. It's just difficult to say otherwise.
No, this money was coming from shady places. What we can confirm right now is that Lauren Chen and her husband they definitely knew where the money came from. That information is in the indictment. You know how they knew? Because when they were not getting their invoices paid out, they were Googling what time it was in Russia.
That's awesome.
They were referring to them in their own private messages as, "Oh, when are the Russians gonna pay us?" So
that's
them
crazy.
motherfuckers definitely knew.
They knew.
Now whether
you know what's even crazier, because this implies to me that like the right wing machine cannot exist. It's not popular enough to exist without some kind of Russian subsidy. This just it suggests to me that, like, the right wingers are so unpopular and they're being funded that they have to be funded by other countries. For the most part, I would hope that, like, Daily Wire's not taking Russian money. That's possible, but I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, because a lot of the shit that they're saying is, like, they're obsessed with trans people. They're obsessed with trans people. They're obsessed with the war in Ukraine. I understand being frustrated about it, but they have no commentary on, like, actual relevant shit that people care about. Other than, like, and listen, I understand if you're uncomfortable with trans people, the conversation about what places that's maybe they should exist in when it comes to sports, I totally get that, but they're fucking obsessed with it. And it's like, that's all that they have. And so clearly, to me, they're obviously not pulling in the right numbers if they're willing to fucking sell out their own country. It's supposed to be a conservative value. It's supposed to be, loving America, having loyalty to America. But I guess not anymore.
or not Dave Dubin knew or Tim Drool knew, that's a different question.
But I got this question, though.
Vas-y.
They're asking you to do some specific content. When people ask you to do some specific content,
What you mean?
like, because they saying, oh.
I hope they take all that money back that they got paid from Russia. That'd be so funny.
I'm a victim.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know what the money. But when someone tells you, make a content about them, huh? Make a content about them.
Yeah.
What you mean? Make a content about them. And then you're like, I don't know where the money from. Just this, not knowing where the money's from, it's weird.
That's true. If you don't know where the money's from, but they're telling you to make specific content, like, why are you so quick to do that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
You know why it's hard for me to believe that these people didn't know?
That's what I'm saying, though.
Because there's a fucking a Russian cum guzzling campaign coming from conservatives. They had to have known.
It's because it's so much money.
It's a lot of money, man.
It's not like a regular, we get brand deals, and you'll have brand deals. Like, I can tell you, like, for a 1 million view video, a brand deal will range anywhere from like $8,000 to $12,000. And if you're like a finance bro who does just finance stuff, a finance company might give you $20,000, $30,000.
Okay?
But that's
$10,000 for 1 million views. Wow. Dan Tavius talked to me about getting brand deals, but I don't know if I'm right. I don't know. I do fine without it. I feel like if I was gonna do a brand deal, I'd want to do like a long-term product I was proud of, something cool. You know what I mean? Like White Castle, and just have like a White Castle logo on the stream or something. Although maybe Burger King, because White Castle gives me heartburn. I don't believe in it as much anymore. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. But
that's for millions of views. The videos that they were getting paid $100,000 for. Do you know how much views they were getting on some of these videos?
Tell me.
1,000 views.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Oh yeah, they're definitely if they're getting paid so massively disproportionate, There's no way. Like, they have to know how much a typical brand deal gives them. So they're getting paid so massively disproportionately. There has to be another incentive for the people paying you. And it sounds like it's for Russian propaganda.
5,000 views. So on a 5,000 view video, you were getting 10 times what somebody gets on a 1 million view. How does that make sense?
You just go shut. No, but some people are good at shutting up and not asking questions.
It's because they want to know. They're complicit. They're fucking pussies. Cowards.
When it's convenient.
Here's the thing. There's so many layers of this. Like, if you honestly think these people didn't know, then that means that they're the most incompetent, stupid motherfuckers on the planet.
I don't believe it.
And then if that is the case, why are you watching some of the stupidest people in the fucking world? You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure that they knew.
It's their job.
I mean, it's possible that they don't love Russia, but they obviously want money. And listen, it's total. Here's the thing. And this is the most charitable thing that you're going to get out of these motherfuckers who were taking Russian money. They were taking Russian money to push Russian propaganda because they love Russian cum. The most charitable interpretation that you could possibly have from these people is that in 2020 their views spiked hard. They did really well. And then once that was over, the money dropped. Because I've been there too. 2020 hit, you blow up, tons of views, start making money. I remember I was only getting like 100 people watching, 150 people watching my Twitch, and I was still making $1,500 a week. Because there's so much money, you know, people were getting the fucking, they were home a lot, they were getting money from advertisements, and people were getting money from, you know, government subsidies and stuff, and people weren't working. And then as time went on, that fell off, and you're like, holy shit, what's happening? A big adjustment to get less views and then figure out how to stay successful. So the most charitable interpretation I would have for them is that was the case. That they were hemorrhaging money because they got so popular in 2020. They probably overexpanded in a way that wasn't maintainable. And they're like, oh man, they're offering so much money from Russia to fucking guzzle Russian cum. Even though they don't actually have a free election at all. And they took it. That's the most charitable. But frankly, I think that these people are fucking loser, sellout pieces of shit that are just interested in making money. They don't actually give a shit. Because you'd expect the fucking conservatives to love America. Because I fucking love America. I'm not a conservative. I love this country despite its flaws. How the fuck is a conservative? I suppose that's like all you got left is I love America. You're gonna guzzle Russian fucking cum? It's insane.
Parts that make you believe it's your job to look at things critically. You guys are a conspiracy brain. You guys believe in a lot of conspiracies and how people are working together to take down different angles of the government. But you're being offered 6 figures to do a disgustingly shit tier video, and you don't think that's suspicious at all? You don't research where the money's coming from. You don't try to track it down. You don't wonder why they want pro-Russian stuff. That's crazy.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them, I'm going to say this. I think they didn't know because they were suspicious about what they knew.
Facts.
Yeah, give me your stimulus money. No, I'm just kidding. I feel bad now. Like when XOBZ comes in here, I don't know if she's still in here. If you are, hi to you and your cat. When she gives me money, I feel so bad. You know what I mean? I feel terrible. People giving me money nowadays. I don't know. I feel like, you know, I just feel bad about it.
The definition, I didn't know, it means that you don't know for sure. But it doesn't mean that you don't have suspicions. And because you have those...
Even $5 from Funk You Bish. Hi, Papa. Love from Kansas City. What's a fun WoW class to start for a noob? A hunter, like 100%. Bestiality hunt. Sorry. A Beastmaster hunter is probably your best bet. It's a Beastmaster hunter. Just gonna be honest with you. Sorry about that, guys.
Suspicions, you don't ask.
But some of the pets are kind of hot, okay? So that's my defense.
You know, whenever you deal in bars and stuff like that, you have suspicions of where certain things is doing or what that guy in the corner is doing. Yeah. I didn't ask.
I like Preach's hairstyle here.
I don't know that guy. I don't talk to him.
You guys like mine?
But my suspicions are he does this and that. I don't know for a fact. I don't know.
Plausible deniability.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it really doesn't matter.
No, it does not.
The reason why it doesn't matter whether you knew or not is you should have known. You should have done your due diligence. You should have researched it.
You don't know.
Your job as a political commentary, someone who prides themselves on being independently funded, then you're receiving this kind of money and you're just
you're not
looking.
independent.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I was just astounded by the amount of money that was floating. But then people were telling me, like, Abba, you have no idea. The amount of people that are getting pushed money to promote a specific view, you have no idea how big. And it makes sense to me now. Because Lauren Chen lives in Montreal. Okay? Her and her...
Wasn't her apartment like $7,000 or $8,000? I can't lie. I saw like a video where Destiny was calling her. This is a while ago. It's so funny because he was right. A while ago, talking about how she gets Russian money, and she's like, like, oh, that's ridiculous. Like, yeah, my Russian money. And looking at it now, she looks so scared. She looks so fucking scared.
Her husband live here. They're from here.
How am I gonna feel bad? That's how content, because I do well. I do very well. So I just feel bad when people like give me a lot of money sometimes. You know what I mean? Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be.
It was so bizarre to me to sometimes go check out these people's lifestyle, and they're living exorbitant lifestyles. But I look at their YouTube channel and I know what kind of money they make from the kind of content that they make. I know they don't have the membership viewers for it either. So I'm like, how are you buying homes when I know you barely touching six figures? Where's this money coming from?
Really? They do that poorly? There's no fucking way. I mean, my opinion is that some of these guys have big platforms. I imagine they would make more than six figures, no? This is a genuine... I wonder... I guess I could ask Abba, but I don't really... Or because I have him Discord or whatever. I wonder how much money I don't know. Like, he thinks... I don't know. I feel like they'd be doing pretty well, but I don't know. Whatever.
They buy fancy spots, too. So... everything is kind of coming together now. It's like,
it's coming.
Okay. When it comes to the political sphere, a lot of people that you might think are bought and paid for are probably bought and paid for. Now it makes sense to me too when I saw Tucker Carlson run over there to Russia and do all that stuff, irrespective of how you feel about it. I'm just saying, how much money do you if Tim Drool and Rave Dubin got 100K per video for producing a 1,000 view video? How much do you think Tucker Carlson got paid for that grocery store and that?
Yeah, like the Russian propaganda where they went to like the only nice city in Russia and was like, it's so much better here. Look at how cheap things are. Not taking into account like the value of our dollar is, or like we make like 4 times the amount of money. It was like half the cost, but we make like 4 times the amount of money or 3 times the amount of money on average. It's like shit sucks in America sometimes. You know, prices can be high. But you know what's so funny? Because gas is a little crazy. It's getting better now, but my wife's best friend came here with her husband and my niece. That's what they, and because they're close, so it's our niece now. This motherfucker, he was going on. Her husband is like, oh, gas is so cheap here. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like $3. Like, yeah, it's basically like apparently it's like $4 or something. Like when you converted the money in England, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, damn, is it really that fucking expensive? And it kind of makes sense because we have so many people driving. You know what I mean? Like the more that you can consume a product, usually it gets a little cheaper. Let's talk about healthcare. You know what I mean? Because it's like they get it, their turnover so quick, they get it off their shelves so quickly, they can charge less. But I'm like, damn, like that's fucking crazy. Like things really are like definitely can be rough. But, you know, I feel like part of it's because, like, things are rough in general. I think part of it's, like, a consumer mindset, too. We all have a consumer mindset. You know what I mean? Like, we want to buy lots of stuff and we want to do this and that. It's like, we're just so normalized for us. So when we can't afford to do it anymore, we get, like, real pissed off. And again, I'm not saying it's all a consumer mindset. I'm not telling you guys that you're all buying avocado toast. But I'll tell you, I haven't been out really at all this week. And I'm like, damn, I've saved this tremendous amount of money. And I just never thought about just not going out so much, you know? I thought it sounds crazy. But...
you could 40 million? 30 million?
Why did you...
for you guys, the viewer, when you see political commentary, okay, be very careful because some of these people are absolutely bought and paid for, even though they want to relate to you, the average person, and they want to say, I'm just like you. Meanwhile, they get paid $100,000 by a foreign government to betray their own country. Just be careful. That's the main thing.
A lot of things about that, the political side is not moral. A lot of it is. So whenever I give my opinion about that, I try to stay away from that as much as I can because I don't know the whole picture. And sometimes there's a lot of things. It's just like wrestling. Yeah. It's really just like wrestling. In the locker room, everybody shakes hands.
It's just like political content. It's just like wrestling. The most of the people who enjoy it have fucking Down syndrome, okay? I'm just kidding. Wrestling's kind of fucking cool, though. Let's be real, man. It's fucking
and
cool.
having fun.
If I had like a kid or something, I'd be watching wrestling. You know what I mean? If they were into it, but it's not something I could sit down and watch by myself. It's just like I'm kind of a little too old for that at this point.
Yeah.
But in front of everybody, it's just the heel and the superhero. That's what it is. And by the end of the day, everybody's catching a check.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. When I saw 100K per video,
It's
I
crazy.
literally tried to triple take because I know these guys' YouTube channel. I know they don't get views. They are making 20 to 30 times what I would make on a sponsored video when I have 10 times more views. How does that make sense?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. If anybody was offering me even 1/10 of what they're offering these guys, I'm doing back. I
There's
have
this
sponsors
idea-
who try to approach me all the time. We have maybe 2 to 3
Oh shit, their views aren't as good as I thought that they were on Tim Pool. Is this his main channel? I mean, he gets some. Oh, this is 10 months. Oh, I don't think this is his main channel. Is this his main channel? What is the Culture War? Okay.
sponsors. We have
There's this idea.
Shut the
extra from
fuck
time
up.
to time. Why? Okay. I use it. I'm comfortable.
What the fuck? Wait, this video's no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated?
There's this idea
Wait, what?
that
Advertising it because it's something I actually believe
Humans-
in. I'm fine with using it. And I think Raycon. Why? Because I use it.
Guess what, nigga?
You want to know how you don't use it?
Guess what?
It got scratches. Okay. It got scratches everywhere.
Where's Tim Pool's podcast hosted on? I'm so fucking confused. What the fuck?
We're not lying.
And I'm not going to lie to you guys and say, like, oh, it's the it's good.
That's funny,
It's
'cause
good
that's
for what I
not
use it for.
rehearsed.
It's,
That's funny because that's not real.
I don't mind saying this for free because it's just true.
The search, you gonna pull up the search chart?
I'm pretty sure I got the app right here.
I got the THN.
Okay, right there. There you go. Yeah, just search it up, dude. I'm careful. Why? Because I've had people approach me with big bags, and then I do my Google searches, and I'm like, something not right. The amount of money they're offering, is this really a
Hey, thank you so much for the medium gut from Ricky Dutcher. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
debit card that it can increase your, like, when I'm looking into it more, I'm like, yo, we might have to stay
Oh,
away
is it called Timcast IRL? Is his main channel? Okay, thanks, man.
from this one. Come to find out 6 to 7 months later, they gone, right? So
And
if you don't do that due diligence
Okay.
as a YouTuber in general,
Here we go. Here's the thing. He's posted so much, like, okay. I mean, he's got to be doing decently money-wise. I could imagine this channel brings in good money. I mean, if he's streaming like pretty much, we'll say daily at 200 to 300K views, he's probably making a lot of money doing that. And then these daily, like these posts here, 11K views, even these are pretty good. These are pretty big. Oh, he's posting a lot. This guy makes a ton of money. This guy makes a fucking million. I wouldn't doubt he makes at least like $1 million on YouTube a fucking year, but if not more. That's crazy.
that's already a bad look. As a political commentator whose job is to be hyper scrutiny of everything when it comes to where politicians get paid for, you don't look into the people giving you $100,000?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't rock with that. You're gonna have to hold the big L for that. And I know Tim
Shout out to Big L, dude. Shout out to Big L.
Jules already tried to just walk over this and he just tried to ignore it, but nah. You should be hyper.
Manscaped. See, I would take a Manscaped thing. I would take a Manscaped sponsorship if they sent it to me and it was good. Because the other day, I think I did a pretty good job trimming my beard. I do it myself. I don't go to a barber. You know what I mean? And then afterwards, I went to shave my balls. I got about I'll say I got 70% done, and I nicked my penis so hard, so bad it was bleeding. I was like, "Fuck, god damn it, hurt like a motherfucker." Stopped. I had to just stop. I couldn't even continue cutting it. You know what I mean? Because it hurt so fucking bad. Couldn't do any just fun times with my wife or anything. It was a terrible thing. So if Manscaped has a razor that, you know, a trimmer that doesn't, you know, cut your penis, won't, you know, cut the side of your dick like a goddamn tree, that'd be fucking awesome, man. You know?
Hyper skeptical of somebody who's that quick to accept money. I mean, listen, when I first came on the scene, like, I didn't know much about these sponsors, so if it didn't look harmful, like, I was like, whatever. But the more I thought about it, like, there's a reason why I don't do, you know, Blue Chew stuff. There's a reason why I don't do
What is Blue
toys
Chew?
for dudes or whatever. Not that those things are necessarily wrong. It's just,
Toys for dudes? What do you mean? Well, I mean, I feel like you get like in trouble for doing that kind of stuff.
is this one of the kind of thing I want to be advertising?
That's
now,
true, though, too.
Taking money from unknown sources, that's even more shady. So
I think the only thing I ever got one time was I got a sponsorship for I got like a political one back in the day, but I only did one. They asked me to do more. I just felt uncomfortable doing it. You know, it's just weird doing it and stuff. But the only other one was I got Adam and Eve. And I don't think I did very well on the sponsorship. They didn't, so they cut it off after that, which is, it is what it is, you know.
No, you're not even taking. You don't take money from known sources. Taking money from unknown sources is crazy.
Bro,
yeah, you're right.
Because the person who runs the finances, if you Google his name, it doesn't exist anywhere. That didn't throw any red flags for you. What if you're part of some kind of criminal conspiracy? You don't even know it. That's
True.
Beyond being fucking
irresponsible
towards your fan, it's just also
It's just bad business for yourself. Why would you want to put yourself in that fucking position where you, as a content creator, could like lose your platform because you're not like being smart enough with your shit?
responsible towards yourself. You might be putting yourself
I just don't understand how they have the confidence to like fucking lie like that. Like that's just crazy.
into a conspiracy you don't even know about. And ignorance will not always save you when it comes to the law.
It won't.
So on that topic, what they're being charged with is money laundering and the FARA Act. The FARA Act, I think, is like the Foreign Agents Registration Act, which is
It's fucking treason, dude. Get him. Take care of him.
basically like if you are an entity or an individual here in the United States who is lobbying on behalf of a foreign government and being paid to do so, you have to be registered. And if you're not, they can charge you.
Oh
And
shit. So they're taking Russian money and they weren't registered. Damn. They obviously knew the legalities of it because if they have like their lawyer teams are fucking insane. They knew the legalities.
That one doesn't look too crazy because like I think the people who do have to pay penalties and maybe go to jail for like 2 to 3 years, which for betraying your country sounds crazy. But they also have money laundering charges, which that one can carry a much higher penalty. So we'll see how that goes. But Lauren Chen and her husband most likely are going to be charged in the very near future. The people who ran the Russian ops, they've already been charged. So
Good.
yeah, they're going to jail. YouTubers are going to jail.
They should go to jail, dude. They should go to bro, I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but we're talking about fucking treason. Do the death penalty, bro. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just feeling a little old school today, but it's like, you know, I love America. It's got its flaws, but I fucking love America, bro. You're gonna be a treasonous coward bitch. And Tim Pool said to fucking, you know, that they should give the death penalty for treason. Give him the fucking death penalty, dude. Who gives a shit? You know, it's about fucking time. They're fucking crazy.
For fucking around.
Bro, get a sponsor from a toupee company? That's crazy work. Come on, Nogus. Why do you gotta do me like that?
No, they're going to jail for finding out.
Yeah, true. But you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I know. I just want to cover this story real quick. I'll say this. If I find out any political commentary YouTuber is being paid by a foreign entity or a foreign country and they're doing political commentary on that specific, I'm going to look at them like you have zero credibility, personally.
Absolutely.
I can't take anything you say seriously because you're getting paid by these people to say this stuff.
True.
That's how I personally feel about it. I'm curious how you guys feel. Does this make you look at Tim Pool or any of these kinds different? If you guys have a political commentary YouTuber that you guys like and you found out they were paid by the very entity that they were speaking very well about.
Probably a good time to be a, because I mean, I would hope that they like legitimately get arrested and charged and all that. Because I mean, part of me is like hoping. Part of me is like, oh, I feel like they're not going to get punished the way that they should. You know, even at all. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But it's a good time to be a conservative, I imagine, because like they're about to take a pretty big hit, you know, and that means that there's going to be more people looking to watch conservative content. So if you're a fucking conservative right now, you know, a content creator, you know, this is your opportunity. Just keep holding firm. Start pumping out those clips
all the time. Would that make you look at them differently?
I want to know, do you even care? Do you even
That's
care?
a good question, actually.
Okay, let me ask y'all. Y'all found out that we got paid by Fresh and Fit.
That's funny.
Be
Just asking. Or what if we were paid by Fresh and Fit's ops? We was getting like this feminist organization against the red pill.
Yeah.
Was paying us
that'd be crazy.
$100,000 per Fresh and Fit video, which if they were my nigga.
Yes.
Then we probably see more of them.
Why am I flying economy at you? Okay. Because I'm about to make
Shit, if I was making that much money, I'd probably go on a yacht. Actually, I would probably prefer like a steamboat turned into a yacht. Maybe at some kind of an event where there'll be a lot of ladies there, you know, that I have to pay $4,000 to see. That sounds more up my alley.
100 more Fresh and Fit videos. So I've been doing it. Okay.
What?
If they were paying us, how would you guys look at us? I'm just curious. I'm asking the question. You found that out. What would you think?
I mean, I would fucking come, dude. I'm just kidding. All right, crazy stuff, man.